tējō'vṛṣō dyutidharaḥ sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ pragrahō nigrahō vyagrō naikaśṛṅgō gadāgrajaḥ.
tējō'vṛṣō dyutidharaḥ, we can take them both together. Vṛṣā means raining, showering. So tējō'vṛṣā means one who showers. What does he shower? He is showering brilliance to all of us. We all have a brain inside us. It's nothing but matter. Einstein's brain, they have kept it over there. Such a brainy person he was. He is the one who, gave to us the theory of relativity and all those things. So how much of intelligence must have been showered into his brain. But now that brain is sitting over there in the museum, it can't do anything at all. Why? It's just matter over there which they have preserved. So therefore, what was it that made that brain function? Something descended into it. What descended into it? Brilliance. Brilliance means knowledge. We always liken knowledge to light. Light of knowledge, we say. And whenever we talk about light, we know how brilliant it is, that golden flame. Luminous it is, effulgent it is, brilliant it is. Similarly, when knowledge enters into us also, it enters because we are able to use that knowledge for our transactions. So tējō'vṛṣā means one who showers upon us radiance, brilliance, gives to us an aura. All of us are, it's not that, we're not talking only about going to a college and getting degrees or doing PhDs. We're not talking only that. The very fact that we are all living, there is an aura associated with all of us. Somebody may not say that we are physically beautiful, but still there is an aura around us and about us. Why? The very fact that Bhagavan is there in us. There is a tejas in our personality. It shows on the face. The very fact that we are alive, there is an aura around us. There is a brilliance in our face, brightness in our eyes, sparkle in our eyes. Tejas it is. So tējō'vṛṣā, one who sends down showers and showers of rain. It can stand for the sun also. tējō'vṛṣā means Bhagavan, Surya Narayana. As the sun, Bhagavan is sending down to us both heat and light, without which we can't survive. We need light and we need heat. Who gives it to us? The sun gives it to us. So that tējō'vṛṣā, moon also it can mean, moonlight, which fixes up all the nutritive value in our food. It can mean Agni, it can mean lightning. All of them are full of tējōmaya it is. Brilliant, bright it is. Full of luster it is. And he gives that also to us. He gives it to our intellect. That is why we say brilliant intellect. Where is the brilliant? Is there a lamp over there, shining over there, a bulb over there? No. But we use the word brilliant. Student who is very intelligent, we say brilliant, we say bright, we say. Normally all those words are associated with the bulb, shining bright. Here we say shining bright. What? Intelligence, intellect. Who gives it to us? Bhagavan gives it all to us. So not only tējō'vṛṣā stands for the sun, it stands for he has given to us so many things. Physically we are beautiful. Dyutidharaḥ also. Dyuti means that glow of beauty. When we say beauty, we are not talking about the beauty which is taken care of in the fashion show. We are not talking that at all. Beauty is the aliveness that is there in a person. Animals have, plants have. So beautiful. What is there so beautiful in the tree standing outside, brown trunk and green leaves? But there is a beauty about it. Why? It's alive. There is an aliveness about it. We can feel it because of the energy around it. There is an energy field around it. Animals, whether it's a dog or whether it is a cat or whether it is a bird or the lion or the tiger, there is some beauty about it. We just stand over there and watch an elephant walking or a tiger walking or a lion walking or a peacock, dancing over there with its feathers spread. Beauty it is. Physical beauty, yes, But along with that, there is something about it beyond the physical body, beyond the physical equipment. Because once life goes out, the same animal or the same person is lying down over there, but we don't see any beauty over there at all. Suddenly what happens? There is no aura around that person. There is no sparkle in the eye. Even the nails, our fingernails, they're all shining. Why? Because of the life that is there in us. Once life goes away from us, a person can make out whether a person is already dead or not, just by checking the nails. So that is the beauty that we are talking about. It's not just physical beauty. Yes, physical beauty also over there. It's emotional beauty. This person is so beautiful. Emotionally, she is so beautiful. We say, intellect very bright, brilliant. The beauty of the intellect. Why? Very, very nice things coming out of that person in the form of thoughts, in the form of actions. So all of them put together. Tējō'vṛṣō, and he who gives it to us, we always arrogate to ourselves. I am very brilliant, or I am very bright. IQ is like this. Nobody is there as brilliant as this child. Any problem you give, he or she can solve it. But who gives it to us all? Is it there in the brain? The moment the life goes out, nothing can be solved. So who gives it all to us? Bhagavan gives it all to us. He rains it down. In the form of his grace and blessing, everything comes to us. In the Bhagavad Gita also, in one of, 7th chapter, Bhagavan says, Tejas Tejasvi Namaham. Amongst the Tejasvis, I am the Teja. So we can say, I am the brilliance in the brilliant. I am the beauty in the beautiful. Whether it is physical, mental, or emotional, or intellectual. So basically, it is only He who gives everything to us. Only we arrogate it to ourselves in the middle. Ego comes in. So, tējō'vṛṣō, dyutidharaḥ, sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ. Sarva means all. Shastra means weapons. Bhrata means one who has got, or one who is wielding the weapons. Varaha means the best. So sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ means he is the best amongst those who is wielding weapons. Which weapons? All weapons. We are not talking only about, because it is Vishnu Sahasranama, we restrict it to Vishnu and say only his weapons. He's got a bow, Sharanga bow he has got, then he's got a sword, he's got his Sudarshana, he's got his Gada. So we only think of those weapons. But beyond Vishnu, we have already seen, we have seen him in this form. But ultimately, every Nama of the Lord is here suggesting to us something even beyond that. So all weapons of all gods we can say. Here we are restricting it to Bhagavan Vishnu over here. That's all. So sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ, he excels in using his weapons. And when he uses his weapon, will it fail? It will never fail. All weapons, sarvaśastra. All his weapons that he has got are mighty, powerful, deadly. Sure, they will hit the target. Never they will fail. So all the weapons that he wields, amongst all, he is the best. Why? It will never fail. It will never fail to hit the target. Therefore, we call him as sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ. Again, in the Purana, there are so many stories. Every Rakshasa will go and do tapas, invoke Brahmadeva, and get rare, unique boons. All of them want to be immortal. But Bhagavan says, no, you can't become immortal, because one who has been born has to die. So you can either choose how you want to die, or choose some other boon. So they calculate within themselves, and then they say, okay, this way only I want to die, thinking that sort of a death will never come to them. Or there are others who will say, I don't want to die like this, I don't want to die like this, I don't want to die like this. Therefore they think they have conquered death like that. But when they ask for that particular boon, they do not know, because Rakshasas, they are spiritually ignorant, dark they are. no brilliance in them. They do not know, in their very boon is hidden their death. All the Rakshasas. That's why Bhagavan says Astu and goes away. Even if it's so complicated, it looks like I don't think this Rakshasa is ever going to die, because the way he has asked that unique boon. But Bhagavan says Astu and goes away. Why? He knows in that very boon their death is hidden. And how it comes, it depends. It depends in the context. It depends on what weapon Bhagavan is going to use. He's got so many of them. So, for some he uses the bow and arrow. For some he uses the sword. For some he uses the Sudarshana Chakra, Shishupala Ityadi. For some he uses the Rama, bow and arrow. Rama Bana Trana Shauryamu Emani Pogadadura O Manasa. This is a Kirtan by Swami Tyagaraja. He says, Rama Bana Trana. What to talk? How can I glorify the power and the strength and the might of what? Rama Bana. Bana means arrow. The arrow that has left the bow of Rama is being glorified over there. Its might, its strength by Tyagaraja Swami. One whole kirtan only on the arrow released by Lord Rama. Never it will fail. Oka bana, oka mata, oka bana, oka patni. One more kirtan is there. One arrow is enough. Rama doesn't need another arrow. The first arrow will finish its job and come back. And also, does he need only equipment? He doesn't need equipment. In the Ramayana, we are told, there's a story which comes when they are in the exile period. Indra's son comes like a crow and pecks at Sita. Rama doesn't have his bow and arrow immediately with him because they just moved, they're moving around in the forest. Rama and Sita have just gone away a little bit far away from their hut and they're resting over there, they're relaxing over there. Indra's son comes in the form of a crow and tries to peck at Sita. He hurts her. So Rama sees that Sita has got hurt, injured. Blood is coming out from there. The bow and arrow are not there with him. What does he do? He plucks a blade of grass, charges it with a powerful mantra and releases it. It becomes a Brahmastra. He is the best amongst the one who wields weapon. He doesn't really need a weapon also. And that crow goes all three worlds with the blade of grass chasing him. He goes to Brahma, he goes to Shiva, they say, sorry, we can't do anything. Rama's name is written on that. Go back to Rama. He comes finally and surrenders to Rama. Please save me, save me. Bhagavan says, what I have released has to hit the target. Otherwise, we will say Bhagavan's astra or shastra failed. So he says, okay, one eye of yours, I will make it a target for my blade of grass, which has become a missile. So, sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ. We have to go beyond the word meaning. Hiranyakashipu, we know what all demands he had. That boon when he asked, I don't want to die like this, I don't want to die like this, I don't want to die like that. Neither in heaven nor on earth, neither on land, neither on water, neither inside, neither outside, neither in daytime, night time. And neither man should kill me, animal should kill me, devatas should kill me. No weapon should kill me. Bhagavan said, okay, astu. He thought he had become immortal. Therefore, he went around doing whatever he wanted. Bhagavan took all those things into consideration and came as Narasimha Swami. Neither man, neither animal. Neither daytime nor night time. Neither inside nor outside. Neither on land nor in water or in air, on his thigh. He put Hiranyakashipu. No weapon should kill him. Fingers, claws. Bhagavan used his claws as weapons over there. Like that, so many beautiful stories are there. We just stop at the story part. If we just reflect on it, we will, that the beauty of it will get revealed to us. So, sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ, and also Bhagavan uses his astra and shastra weapons only for the sake of dharma. Never ever will Bhagavan use his weapons for adharma. For killing those who are following adharma, he uses. But Bhagavan will not use it. So if somebody is on the path of adharma, yes, Bhagavan will use it because dharma has to be again revived back. So Bhagavan, when he uses his weapons, it's all for constructive destruction only, not for destructive destruction. And sure, it will hit the target, do the job and come back. Therefore, sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ, like we've already seen so beautiful. It doesn't mean only weapon. Anything Bhagavan can use. Convert it into a weapon, transform it into a weapon and use it. So, sarvaśastrabhṛtāṃvaraḥ, pragrahā. Graha means to catch, or to hold, or to seize, or to receive. In Sanskrit, one akshara also will mean, there are so many meanings for each one. Depending on the context, we take that meaning. So, graha means grahisod, means to grasp or to catch, or also means to receive. Grahisodu we say. Pra means totally. Prakarshena graha. So, pragraha means one who is the sole receiver. He grasps everything. He takes on to himself. What? Everybody, whatever we are doing, our worship, when we do our karma, it reaches him. And therefore, he is able to give to us the karma phala. So, he receives everything. When we do a puja, he is receiving everything over there. And according to our sincerity, our devotion, our faith, the karma phala will come to us. We may pray for anything, but what will come to us, he will decide. Homa, whether we are doing a Sudarshana Homa or a Chandi Homa or a Rudrama, what a Gana Homa, we pour everything into it. All he receives. He never says no. So everything is received by Bhagavan. Prakarshena means totally, fully, completely, he receives everything. And at all times, in all places, under all situations, everything Bhagavan receives. And then he dispenses of the karma phala to all of us. That is one meaning. Another meaning is pragraha means well controlled, well reined. The horses are tame. They have been fixed, yoked to the chariot. The charioteer will say, the horses are under my control, reins in my control. So pragraha means well reined, means he is in control of himself. In the sense, he is a master of himself. In our case, we can't say we are under our own control. No self-control at all. So therefore, we can never say, I am under my own control. No, we are not under our control. Therefore, we are not masters of ourselves. Neither we are masters of any circumstance outside. We are slaves to everything. Slaves to time, slaves to circumstances. Why? No self-control at all. Bhagavan is absolutely fully under his own self-control. Not that somebody has asked him to be under self-control. This is one of his glories. It is an integral part of him. Why? He is the sole master. So one who has got everything under his control only, we say master, boss. He is a CEO, means the entire company, employees, all are under his control. Only then we say he is a master, or he is the manager, or he is the boss. Similarly also, pragraha means he's got everything under his control. Nature is under his control. Time, everything. All are under Bhagavan's control. So therefore, he is the master of everything and every being. He is the master of all the 14 worlds. Therefore, we say pragraha. Nigrahā means one who kills, one who destroys. So Bhagavan, we have seen the very purpose of his avatar. In the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan tells us, whenever dharma is on the decline and when adharma raises its hood, I manifest myself time and again and again I come back. He says, to protect the good, to destroy the wicked, and to reinstall back dharma. To reinstate back dharma, I come again and again. I take up avatar, Bhagavan says. So in that sense, nigrahā. What does he do? He punishes. And in the Puranas, we have seen so many stories are there of those various asuras and rakshasas. And every time they all have done enough penance, tapas, and have obtained unique boons from the Creator, from Brahma, and therefore Bhagavan has to appropriately manifest himself, take an avatar, and then come and destroy them, making sure that the boon also is taken care of. So through and through the Puranas we find always the evil is there, the good is there, and then it's always finally a victory for the good over the evil. That's what Navaratri is all about also. For ultimately it is the victory. Vijayadashmi is the end, the 10th day. We celebrate it as Vijayadashmi. Jaya means victory. Vijaya means Visheshena victory. Everlasting, eternal victory. It's not just victory in the outside world, it is a victory within ourselves. Because ultimately all the Rakshasas are within us. The negativity, the evil traits in us, they all constitute the various Rakshasas. All our negative traits have been dramatized over there and put into story form. So we are calling upon the Lord to come and destroy and kill. It's not just sending out these Rakshasas, because we send them out through the front door, they'll come back through the back door. So they all have to be completely and totally eliminated. Therefore he is nigrahā. When Bhagavan enters into our life, sure victory only, or victory of the good over the evil. We've seen it even in the Mahabharata war also, where the battle is between the good and the evil, the bad. The Pandavas stand for the good, the Kauravas stand for the negative or the bad. They were assembled in Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra means a work field. Kuru plus Kshetra. And it is been named as Dharma Kshetra. So that's a place wherein the battle is between Dharma and Adharma. Though Krishna is not going to lift even one weapon and directly involve himself in the war over there, still we know who is going to win. Bhagavan is on that. So nigrahā. Without lifting a weapon, he makes sure that he has accomplished his job. Who? The Lord. That is why he took the avatar over. So all of that we have to internalize it now. So the various negative traits in us, the negativity in us, it's so difficult for us to overcome them all. Therefore we invoke the Lord. In Navaratri time we invoke Parabrahma in the form of Devi, in the form of the mother of the universe, to come and destroy the evil in us. Mahishasura Mardini. Mahishasura represents the ego in us. So ultimately the destruction of the ego has to be accomplished. Before that, all the negative quality, all of them first have to make their exit. Finally, last is the ego. Ego is very powerful. It's very difficult to destroy it, and therefore we call upon the Lord to come and destroy the ego. Where the ego has been destroyed, where the small I is not there, the capital I alone remains. So nigrahā, vyagrahā, one who is very, is always engaged in, he always makes sure that our desires are fulfilled. Bhagavan is the one who bestows everything upon us. Now it's not that desires. I desired for this, I desired for it, for this particular thing. I worked for it also, but I didn't get it. Then how can Bhagavan be called like this? It's not what we desire, it is what we deserve. So desire may be there, but have we really worked for it? The way we have to work for it. Of course, the desire also should be sattvic desire. If we entertain desires like the Rakshasas, sure, nothing will happen to us. Bhagavan is not going to give it to us. So the desire itself should be good, should be noble. It should take care of our welfare and well-being along with everybody else's welfare and well-being. Our family, our immediate society, community, and then we have to work for it. Every desire is not just enough to entertain a desire. We have to work for it. The children say, I want 100, 100, 100 in all the subjects. So the desire is there, but have they worked for it? If they don't work for it, then it won't get fulfilled at all. So they will get only what they deserve. So every desire needs its own self-effort to be put into it. The calculation is very complicated. So every desire, whatever desire we have, The moment we will for something or we wish for something, it's got its own quota of self-effort. We know the meaning of the word quota. That much of self-effort has to be put in. Self-effort at all levels, physical, mental, intellectual. Then only the karma phala will come to us. The fruit of the activity that we have performed because of the desire we entertained. So actually it means Ishvara, karma phala data. He is the one who ultimately gives to us our karma phala. He fulfills all our desires. He is ever engaged in it. Every moment in our lives, we see something we get in our, something gets added to our life. What gets added to our life? Whatever we wished for, we desired for, and then again we have deserved it. Who gives it to us? It may have come from so many quarters, from so many directions, through so many people, through so many incidents and occasions, sandarbha we say. But ultimately, Bhagavan alone is the one who bestows it upon all of us. So he is the one who is the eternal fulfiller of all our desires. Naikaśṛṅgō. Naika means many. Na eka. Eka means one. Na eka means not one. Not one means more than one. So many. Shringa actually means horns. So therefore the word meaning will become one who has got many horns. One who has got many horns. That is why our scriptures, our shastras always we need a master to come and interpret it for us properly. If we just go into the word meaning, sometimes it will not add to anything at all. So here naikaśṛṅgō means Bhagavan is the one who has got many horns. So it doesn't add to anything at all. So when we check up with our Upanishads etc., horns over here, Shringa has got many meaning. English translation is horns. But Sanskrit is a very beautiful language wherein when every alphabet, akshara has got a root meaning, and then when we combine or join aksharas, alphabets, to make it into a word, the meaning can change in the context. So if we pick up one word, it will have some 14 meanings, 15 meanings, one word. In the context, we have to choose the right meaning. That is why we need a person to interpret it properly to us. Otherwise, we can pick up the wrong meaning. And then the whole thing will not make sense at all. So, Shringa also means over here, English it means horns. But Shringa also means states. What are the 4 states so more than one state. So, it can mean the 3 states that we go through every day, which we are very, very familiar with. The waking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep state. Tripada it is called. Pada or Pada also. Pada doesn't mean only leg or feet. Pada also means state. So the different states that we go through every day, the waking state of consciousness, the dream state of consciousness, and the deep sleep state of consciousness. More than one. But there is another one also which they add on to it. The 4th state of consciousness called as the Turiya state. The state of realization, the God state of consciousness. So therefore, Bhagavan is the one. It is not that the Lord is in us. According to our Upanishad, we are nothing but Bhagavan himself. Tattvamasi, you are that. Our Upanishads are telling us, you are that means what are we? We are the immortal. We are nothing short of Brahman. We are Parabrahma himself. So that Parabrahma is going through, in quotes, is going through more than one states. And what are the more than one state? The waking state, the dream state, the deep sleep state, and the Turiya state. Actually, when we enter into the 4th state, there is no 1 plus 3. All of them merge to become one state. Now, does Bhagavan go through waking, dream, deep sleep? Does he sleep like us? Does he dream like us? And when we are awake, is he transacting? Or am I transacting? There is a relationless relationship between Bhagavan in us and our equipment. So whenever we are transacting in our waking state, we are transacting, our mind and intellect is transacting. But we cannot transact at all levels of our equipment unless Bhagavan is there in us. Therefore, we attribute to him the waking state. Why? Because without him, we can't even be called as a waker and we can't transact. But whatever we are doing belongs only to us, good or bad, whatever we wish for. And then when we enter into the field of activity, whether we are doing right or whether we are doing wrong, he's got nothing to do with it. And also when the karma phala comes, he's got nothing to do with the merit and the demerit. It's all ours. So different perspective it is. From his perspective, nothing at all. But to make us reach higher and higher on our spiritual path, yes, naham karta hari karta, naham bhokta hari bhokta. To make us declutch from or disengage ourselves from associating with our body, mind, intellect, and then saying everything the Lord alone is. I have become a mere empty instrument for the Lord to function through. Therefore, whatever I do, I am not doing, He is doing. Whatever I am enjoying, I am not enjoying, He is enjoying. But from the highest standpoint, neither He is doing anything, nor has He got any karma phala attached to Him. So we have to be very, very clear about it. So naikaśṛṅgō, gadāgrajaḥ. Gada is the name of a person. Agraja means elder brother. So Gada plus Agraja means one who is the elder brother of Gada. Krishna had a younger brother. So he becomes the elder brother of Gada. We know only Krishna, Balarama, we only talk about the two of them. But he had a younger brother also. His name is Gada. Therefore, gadāgrajaḥ. And also, like I said, there are so many different meanings for Gada. One of the meanings is mantra. So gadāgrajaḥ means one who is associated with the mantras. One who has become of the form of the very mantras itself. Whatever mantras we are chanting are nothing but Bhagavan himself in the form of the mantras. And also we are invoking him through the mantras. Therefore he is known as gadāgrajaḥ. One who is invoked by the mantras and one who is of the form of the very mantras itself is known as gadāgrajaḥ.